SEAL's way of life. She is also the president, and I can never say this correctly, Adamantine Alliance out of Greenville, South Carolina. She has served as an ombudsman for SEAL Team 7 and was the president of the FRG for Naval Special Warfare, Group 1, while her husband was on active duty. Actually, her husband worked for my husband for a little while, and I believe you were the ombudsman when my husband was the Commodore at Group 1, so we go way back. So please welcome Stacy Shea.
Thank you, Stephanie. It's really humbling to be here tonight and see the support that so many civilians have for our military. It's very touching, and I'm so glad to be invited to speak. What you've seen with the Rosie Network is what I've come to know and love about military spouses. When you think about the countless, tireless effort and hours that Robin, Stephanie, Jill, Beth, countless other people put into this, this is for other families who have served. I've watched them grow this from the idea that Stephanie shared over a phone call with her husband overseas into something that's nationwide from coast to coast and full of success stories for a lot of families. We have the great story of Eli Crane. One of the ladies who was featured in the video, she took the photographs for my husband's retirement ceremony. It's a very close-knit community. There are a lot of gifted people, and I'm honored to be a part of them. Before I married Tom, my career was in the investment business. I'd been in that line of work for 14 years. And when I married him, and I up and left the life and career that I had known, a lot of my friends and my family were really concerned. And they thought I was crazy for walking away from that I was really giving something up. The truth was that by marrying Tom and having the love of a man like him and his children, to have a child of our own, and to serve alongside of him in the Navy, and to know such extraordinary women, I got everything out of that. I gave nothing up. Make no mistake. My story is not unlike most military spouses. Of course, there are differences because my husband's a SEAL, and that would mean that he would be gone 220 to 250 days a year. While he was gone, I would care for the 2 children he had with his first wife and learn to work things out with her in the best interest of the children who would truly become my own. We would have a son of our own, and he would leave for combat when our little boy, who's now 8, was 4 months old. He would be gone for 8 months, and I wasn't sure if he would come back. I consider myself one of the more fortunate spouses. At least my husband was there when our child was born, and that is not always the case. Moving to San Diego had some challenges. It was very difficult to find a job. Even with the experience that I had, the qualifications and expertise I had to offer, nobody wanted to hire somebody who was married to someone who's serving active duty. They know that there's a very real possibility you're going to be leaving in 2 years. They don't want to invest a lot of their time and money into you. And you can understand that from a business point of view. So I found a job that I really loved. It involved a 70% cut in my salary. But it provided me and my family with predictable schedule and hours where I knew I could be home and available when they needed me. That was going to be essential to my success with my family and my new husband. This is what military families do. They do it every day. They don't question it. They don't think they should be doing something different. We choose a life of service to the nation, and I chose to serve alongside a warrior and to raise children to be courageous and brave. The one difference I will say that Tom and I are so blessed to have between us and many other military families who separate from service are the gentlemen and the ladies who are here with us this evening. Tammy, Layton, Tammy, Jerry, Carl, and Deanna, we love you. You're family to us. Your encouragement, your mentoring, your guidance, it has been invaluable, and we would not be here without your assistance. That's clear. We are the exception to the rule. It's not the case for most of those who serve in the military and are transitioning to civilian life. It's a very difficult thing to leave the military. There's a certain predictability, even though you're dealing with dangerous times and schedules where your husband is gone. There is a certain predictability that you have. There's a certain network of people that you know are there for you. And when you leave that, you don't know who those people are going to be. You don't know what you're going to do. Your life is full of uncertainty. It's a struggle for these people who've sacrificed so much to return and find their place in such a dramatically different surrounding. Like me, like Tom, these are proud people. They're not looking for a handout. They do need our guidance. They need help and direction. They need mentoring, introductions, and they need encouragement. They need an education about business and exposure to consumers. They need to know that even though they're no longer wearing a uniform, they haven't been forgotten, and that they're not alone. Building the Rosie Network out is essential to keeping the connection alive the transitioning veterans and their families truly need. They need your help. They need everybody in this room. I'm asking you to find a way to help them, whether it's through a financial contribution, a mentoring relationship you can form with our board, or an introduction that will help elevate the visibility of this organization and cause. You can help, and you should. Lastly, I want to say, Jake, thank you so much. Blair, thank you so very much. And to everybody who chose to spend their evening here, I'm truly touched and humbled. Thank you.
Now you know why we started this organization, to help promote individuals and amazing military spouses and veterans like Tom and Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. All right, let's kick this up a notch because next up we have Derek. Do we have Derek? I think we have Eli.